hell? All right. Yo.
Uh,
Let's see if he actually popped up there. Huzzah! He's there. Oh, I need to full screen that.
am I? Am I really here?
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, cool. All right. Oh.
Where's my pen, damn it?
Where's your what?
Pen. I need a pen. I got important things to write down.
That's what she said.
Yes. Just hit the middle button. Oh well, it's a purple pen. I can live with a purple pen. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Silas has disappeared. We are 8 minutes away. dun, dun, dun. Just gonna do random things until Zelius gets back. Moo-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. Whoops-a-daisy. I hope Zelius didn't die. Oh god, he died. This is gonna get awkward. Oh, there he is.
There's who?
Zelius.
Are you sure?
Yes. And then he's gone.
Cider or a Oktoberfest?
Oktoberfest. It's October, damn it.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
Oh,
5 minute twos.
What?
5 minute twos.
Yeah, that's better than usual. Usually I'm like turning on my webcam in about 5 seconds to spare.
Yeah, well, I was not expected to be here with more than 5 seconds to spare, so it's very odd.
Touche. Sometimes it is a team effort to not fail at life and everything in between.
We were unanimously approved.
What? By what? I'm very confused now.
Where I was before I got here.
Oh, sweet. Congratulations, yo.
Thank you.
I bet that is a massive stress release, too, to have that taken care of.
Yes, now that we can actually start.
Now it's the next fun part.
Yeah, we only started back in March. Damn it.
Yeah, I want to redo my bathroom. I looked into it a while ago, but I think it's time to revisit the situation. Especially, oh, shit.
And Zelius is gone.
Damn it. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you gone.
Yeah, I was trying to move the window, and I may have accidentally closed it instead because I'm a doofus head.
Oh, God, he's back. Oh, that's weird. Oh, there we go.
Sorry, you cannot get rid of me that easily, sir.
Damn it.
Sir.
Yep. Let's take that out of there. All right, I'm literally like pulling stories right now because I've been working all day.
Okay, totally random aside.
Shoot.
I need to get coffee filters. And one of the links is like, you can buy them elsewhere for cheaper. I'm like, okay, click on it.
Mm-hmm.
Refurbished.
Refurbished coffee filters?
Yeah.
Like the paper coffee filters?
Yes. I'm like,
How the hell you
first,
refurbish?
ew, and be like, how does that work? Like, no. No.
How does that work?
I don't understand. Like, no, I just don't understand.
Like the coffee filters, that type of coffee filter is like a one and done thing.
Yeah, it's like, yep.
Mesh thing.
Yeah. No, it's not. I mean, it could be a metal mesh, but it's not. I don't like the metal mesh ones because I've never figured out a good way of cleaning them without getting grinds down the disposal's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're
I mean, I don't drink coffee, so I am not the person to talk to.
I think you should help out your wife because she drinks lots of coffee.
Hate coffee.
It's a sad existence. I don't know how you survive.
So nasty. Gross. Ooey gooey. Coffee. Bleh. Bleh. And that's what I have to say about that. So gross. So very, very gross.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yeah. Nasty. Ooh. Ah, damn it. Hit the wrong button.
Thank you for that. I appreciate your enthusiasm. And how you really feel about the mighty mighty coffee.
It's dirt water.
Yes, but it's the best dirt.
No.
You're just missing out.
No. I have my Mountain Dew, damn it. I do da do.
Either we'll die of dirt or we'll die of like sugar poisoning, one or the other.
I'd rather be happy than drink dirty water.
But you don't know how good dirty water is until you had the right dirty water, so.
No, thank you. I'm okay with not having to deal with that. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Thank you very much.
If only you knew.
Thank you. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Okay.
Are you sure?
Is everything that I click is going to make your screen... Oh, no, here we go. All right. It's time to do this. Let me take a sip of my... Wait. It's empty. One sec.
I refuse to wait.
Suck it up! So I have a very... Okay. This has nothing to do with drink, okay?
Okay.
I have picked up a very unhealthy habit.
That's not surprising.
I can't stop eating fiery Cheetos. Like, I don't know what it is.
You're okay. You want to talk about eating dirt? You're eating like poison for your stomach lining.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I can't stop eating it.
It's gonna probably kill you.
Like, my whole body sweats when I eat that stuff, but I can't stop. I'm gonna die.
That could not be good for you.
I'm gonna die.
Don't you have like acid reflux already?
Oh yeah, buddy. The funny thing is, this does nothing to my acid reflux.
I would think it would either like make it worse or somehow like magically cure it, like in a reverse, like reverse reverse psychology, basically.
Yeah, it's so spicy, it burns your throat so much that your whole body goes, "This is nothing. Ah, screw you, acid reflux. Stay in the stomach."
Maybe that's what you've been missing on this whole time.
All right. Let's do this.
Si, senor.
All right. Let's see here. We gotta do. Talk real quick. Zealy says, "Want to make sure your volume's right."
I am a volume machine because without the volume, there is no show, or so I've been told.
Oh, there you
And
go. Whoa, wait. Okay. There we go. All right, we're ready. Hit the record button and let's party. I'm sorry, you're muted. Bye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Disjointed Confusion Thursday night hangout.
What's up?
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, I, of course, am your host, Charlie, and I'm joined once again by the perfect Connor himself, Zealous.
It is indeed good to see you on this Thursday, or so I'm told it's Thursday. I'm never quite convinced.
Yes.
But
yes.
I will believe it once a week.
Yes. When one has to adult, one tends to forget what the actual days are.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially working from home, it's even worse, honestly.
Oh, believe me, I know.
And it's like even weirder because, like, at least like when you go into the office, like if you went on like a Saturday,
yeah,
people you very quickly realize like, oh, there's nobody here. I'm an idiot. But if you're working from home, you might not actually know potentially.
Yes, or you know, I forgot where I was going to go. Oh, yeah. If you're like me and have like two different sports apps, and it's the weekend, your phone's going batshit nuts because like this football team scored, this football team scored, this football team has an injury.
So that is the true way of knowing, apparently.
Speaking of football, let us take a big old swig of whatever you're drinking and cheers the fact that Aaron Judge finally hit his fucking 60-second home run so he could stop doing the 2-box mute the game that I'm actually wanting to watch. I don't give a shit about the Yankees and his whoop-de-doo American League only record. Yay! It's not the most home runs in a season. Who cares?
You're very angry, sir.
You should be too. It interrupted your game.
I mean, it's a pretty big deal. I mean, in the context of sports entertainment, Aaron Judge needs 62 home runs.
Yes, is the sixth highest single season home run record. Congrats to you.
Oh,
it's like giving it's a fucking participation trophy.
Yes, participation for hitting 62 home runs and potentially.
Call me when he hits 76. Okay, that's the record.
Are you picking up twos, or you do know why 62 is such a big deal, right?
Who cares? Okay, if they were like, here's the thing. Here's my problem. If I tuned into the game, I would be excited for the fact that Aaron Judge hit magic number 62. But I didn't watch the game. I have no desire to watch baseball. I find it boring as shit. So why do you have to keep taking away my happiness to show me some dude swing 3 times, strike out, and then go, okay, and now back to what you actually wanted to watch?
I think you have some very pent-up aggression there.
It's worse than commercials.
I think you're just overexaggerating. I think you're trying to compensate for something else in a former life with your balls.
Oh, Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, I do want to point out that there was one crisis that was averted this week, and that was the fact that I finally found a grocery store that still carries Code Red in the 2-liter bottles.
No way!
Yes. I was literally starting to panic because the Kroger's around me did not carry it anymore. The Walmart does not carry it. The Target does not carry it. It turns out the Publix by me carries it, and I bought all of them.
Oh, you had to stock up while you could, basically. Was that the idea? Like, you see, it's like, oh my God, got to get them all. It's like a Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. Got to catch them all. All the Code Reds, damn it.
I mean, that's understandable. I can, if that's your thing, then that's fair.
If for anyone who's actually watched the Thursday Hangout since like the very beginning, you know that Code Red and Mountain Dew have been my thing. For you to take away my Code Red,
I mean, it really is bizarre that like Code Red, like I think it's the best Mountain Dew personally.
Agreed.
So the fact that like they don't keep it where it should be is like weird. Although I don't know if that's the best one or what was that limited edition when they had it? I mean, we're talking like 10, 20 years ago, maybe?
Livewire.
No, it was like the dark cherry one or something.
Oh. No. Oh, shit. What was it called?
You know what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
yeah.
Like it was super, like it was like truly limited edition.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, you're talking about the. I still have one of the. I still have a can out there. It was the. It was like the Mountain Dew Select or some shit like that. It's like black cherry. So, I can't remember.
But that was good. That was probably my favorite, honestly.
Red Blades. I can handle the Code Red. Damn it. I just can't handle life without it. Okay, that's my problem. Green Apple Mountain Dew would come into. You know what? I really here in a perfect Charlie world. Okay.
Isn't regular Mountain Dew basically green apple?
No. Regular Mountain Dew is like lemon lime.
Lemon lime, green apple, it's like the same food group color.
No. Green apple will make you pucker.
Well, then just go get some warheads and put them in your Mountain Dew. Same thing.
I don't think that's how it works, Zelius. I really don't.
I mean, you do realize like soda, like basically dissolves anything you put into it with all the acid and crazy shit. So I think it actually would. It would always out. You know, it'd be like a syrup.
See, Rimblade says a totally different flavor, you turd.
I don't know. I think we need to have it for science experiment on the show.
Actually, yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you want Ultra Confusion to do a live on air Mountain Dew sampling, send it to.
You know what it actually should do is like a blind taste test, almost like flights instead of beer. We do flights of Mountain Dew. I think we're actually onto something for one of our shows.
Okay, knowing that thank you, Zelius, because I was about to put that up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want us to do this Mountain Dew, because I'm going to be honest with you, we don't get all the flavors in Atlanta, Georgia. But if you want us to do a blind taste test of Mountain Dew, all you got to do is send it to 1551 Dunwoody, that's spelled DUNWOODY, Village Parkway. This is the next important part. Number 88276. That is the P.O. Box number. If you send us stuff and you don't put that P.O. Box number, it doesn't actually get to us. The city, once again, is Dunwoody, DUNWOODY, Georgia 30338. Rimblade says Kroger gets the green apple as limited flavor in the 20 ounce. I saw, actually, I'm drinking. Because I couldn't find my Code Red this morning, I had to resort to Major Melon, which is the watermelon one.
I don't even know. So I will say, since I actually started working from home, I can't buy soda.
Why?
I have no self-control, meaning I know if I bought like Mountain Dew, I would drink like 2 or 3 a day working from home. And that's not healthy. So I have to like refrain from buying Mountain Dew to bring home, or it would be bad news for like my entire living past the age of 41.
See, here's the deal. So I've got this lovely cup right here. And what I do is I put ice in there and I do half Mountain Dew, half Code Red.
Yep.
And if I'm feeling really frisky in a day, I'll have 2 of those, but that's it. Then I'll drink water.
And I don't feel like any unhealthy side effects from drinking coffee because there's really no unhealthy side effects with coffee. So it's a win-win.
You'll shit your brains out if you drink too much coffee. And you might also give yourself a heart attack because of the caffeine. Coffee's a diuretic.
Caffeine. Hello.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've talked about some Mountain Dew and a lot of it, actually,
it has been a while since we've done the Dew live on the show. I'm just saying.
I know. Actually, if it was a truly perfect world, then Mountain Dew would supply Ultra Confusion, myself, with Code Red, Mountain Dew, and Livewire. And I would 3-pour that bad boy. I somehow would have to grow a third arm, but I would mix those bad boys because that's how I got through Full Sail, damn it.
I mean, I will say soda definitely got me through college, 100%.
Now, the side effects is neurologically, if I do not have caffeine for a day, I will have the worst migraine known to man because now my brain needs that amount of caffeine, which is why I drink these 1 to 2 of these cups.
Caffeine withdrawal is real.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how I actually don't have caffeine withdrawal if I don't drink it. I just really like the taste of coffee, so I have to drink it daily. But if I don't, I'm fine.
Gross. Anyways, I do want to take a second here real quick before we truly jump into all the topics here. Some of you may have heard this or seen my stuff on social media, but my dog of 17 years passed away this past weekend, so it's been a rough roller coaster. No pun intended with the rough. But yeah, so I'm going to drink one to my dog, Daisy.
I'm sorry to hear that. I will drink with you, good sir, to the wonderful Daisy.
The calm one. Now we just got the schizophrenic. Now I still love Arlo as well. But anyways, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is not why we tuned in.
Like how you have to love both your kids no matter what.
Exactly. I love them equally when they're sleeping. Anyways, let's get into the actual stories, and let's go with the big hot button topic, and that of course is Overwatch 2, which is off to an amazing, brilliant, spotless, oh my god, raving reviews. Everyone's going, no, I'm bullshitting you. It probably could have gone worse. They were hit with 2 DDoS attacks almost immediately. They've had to retcon the SMS requirements. As Zelia stated last week, Blizzard was going to put into place the fact that you had to have a cell phone service for authentication in order to play. However, if you had like one of those pay per month phones like Cricket or what are the other ones, you couldn't do it. Or if you had what was some of the other ones, Zelius?
Cricket one.
Mint?
That was the biggest one because it was also like hit or miss because there's like one from Walmart.
Metro PCS?
Yeah, but that one worked apparently, even though
Yeah.
it's prepaid. So it was like very random almost as far as like what would and what would not work.
So everybody getting really pissed off at Blizzard. Blizzard decided to retcon it, sort of. If you had a Battle.net account since June 9th of 2021, you don't have to have the SMS piece. However, if you had your account from June 10th, 2021 on, you still need that phone number attached to it, the cell phone.
So basically, new-ish accounts are the ones that have this brand new requirement.
So if you are a brand new customer who thought you could get excited about Overwatch 2, you're fucked.
If you have a prepaid cell phone.
If you have a prepaid cell phone.
That's an interesting. I mean, yeah, it's obviously to prevent like Smurfs is
Right.
a big deal, which I get. But the June of 2021 is an interesting cutoff since it's not like people were activating accounts over a year ago. Like, I'm going to prepare these accounts to have ready for smurfing when Overwatch 2 comes out in a year and a half, bro.
Now, I do want to point out for anybody who's trying to get an Overwatch 2 right now who does have an older account, this change does not actually go into effect until tomorrow. So it was, I got to go now. Damn it, still not working. It's because it doesn't actually go into effect till tomorrow.
Oh, so I guess Rimblades will have to wait another day.
No, Rimblade said that his Mint phone actually worked.
Oh, I did not. Okay, I saw it not in there, or I just imagined it.
Now, of course, Mint is the kind of like the pay-as-you-go phone that's backed by Ryan Reynolds, which I learned about because I watch Welcome to Wrexham, where he and the guy behind Always Sunny in Philadelphia bought a Welsh soccer team.
Mm.
And that's a good TV. Not gonna lie, I like it a lot. Anywho, um, it's nice. Around $300 a year for unlimited. That's not bad. That's $300 for me is like 2.5 months.
I'm still in my parents' plan.
Well, some of us have to grow up and be adults, Zelius.
I never want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. It's actually cheaper for all of us.
No, I'm sure it is. I'm sure
it actually works out for all of us to just divide it 3 ways instead. Well, really 2 ways. So it works out.
Well, there you go. All right, so talking about companies that have shot themselves in the foot, let us talk about a like gaming case creator or a manufacturer, Kill Switch. Their beautiful idea for this awesome case for the Steam Deck has been a big oopsie-daisy. And the reason behind that is that they put a magnetic stand on the back. The problem is that magnet's got to be pretty strong in order for the stand to stay in place. But here's the other problem. That magnet lines up with the fan in the Steam Deck, which then causes the fan to sputter constantly, and your system will overheat.
Well, to be fair, it's with the Steam Deck, there's 2 possible fans you could get in your Steam Deck. Really no way of knowing without actually physically opening up your device. And unfortunately, they only tested it with one of the known fans.
Oh, yeah.
It was the second fan. I think Delta brand was one of them. I forget the other brand. And that was the problem, was the brand that they happened to not have. I don't even know if they knew they probably didn't even know.
Yes, if you don't have the, I think it's Yang or Huang, Huyng.
It sounds like a very generic.
If you unfortunately, if you have the Delta fan, yeah. And unfortunately, Zealous is correct. You have to actually crack that bad boy open in order to find out which fan is in there. Because there's no way to tell from the exterior.
I mean, a lot of companies would have basically tried to sweep this under the rug or be like, no, you're wrong. That doesn't happen.
Look, we've got this perfect Steam Deck that works perfectly fine with our magnetic kickstand right there.
And I mean, they're offering a full refund to get it fixed or send it in or whatever needs to be done to get it rectified. So I always give props to the company for owning up to the mistake in order to get it fixed instead of basically shafting over the people who did purchase it.
Yes.
So I gotta look at, I mean, obviously it sucks, but at the same time, it's like shit like this does happen in manufacturing.
Yeah.
So to me, it's not necessarily do things go wrong? It's how do you then address that situation when it does go wrong? And from everything I've seen, is the company has actually addressed it as well as could be, because in no scenario do I think they would, if they had known there's 2 fans,
yeah,
it would make no sense for them to be like, well, we don't need to test the second fan. Would make no sense. Like nobody's going to approve that.
Yeah.
So I don't there was nothing malicious or anything going on. It was just like, oh, there's 2 fans. Who knew? So I don't look at it as a terrible thing, and they're trying to fix the situation. So life does go on. What I do find fascinating is this and the Switch and all the consoles. They always have the aftermarket peripherals. Like the Steam Deck, the big one is the actual console holder. Like if you want to plug into your PC or whatever it is, or your TV. With the Switch, it comes with the dock. So it's just nice, easy switch dock, boom, it goes right there. But with the Steam Deck, you do not get the fancy dock. So now you have all those peripheral sellers trying to sell you a fancy Steam Deck dock, or in this case, the fancy kickstand. I have my Nintendo Switch kickstand. It's a very cheap $10 cheap piece of plastic that basically is there to hold it up, and that's about all. I don't know. The Steam Deck has actually been interesting to me. If I actually needed to get a computer, something I would actually consider, but alas, it is just not in my sights right now. But who knows? Maybe someday.
So I apparently was supposed to be, well, no, not apparently. I was supposed to have a standing desk for this show. I got the notification this morning saying it's on the truck, and then 30 minutes later, it's gonna be late. I'm like, it says on the truck for delivery. How did 30 minutes from putting it on the truck, is it now going to be like, we'll deliver to you tomorrow?
Nice. Where'd you get yours from?
Amazon.
Nice. I have a standing desk I use for work, and I like it a lot.
Yes, I require it greatly.
It is nice to be able to. I don't think anybody actually stands at their desk the entire day, but it is nice to just be able to alternate back and forth very easily and effectively.
Well, I mean, when I worked in an office, it was like basically my mornings were standing, and then my afternoons. Basically, once I ate lunch, I no longer wanted to stand.
It's a good, interesting way of looking at it.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. So let's go. We're going to do another update to a topic we talked about last week, and the fact of the Google Stadia is dead. But
long live the Google Stadia.
But here's some even more bad news. Apparently, Google decided to go public with this without actually telling any of the developers who are currently creating games for the Google Stadia. So
Right.
Yeah.
So they had no idea that this was happening. Well, of course, I mean, yeah, it sucks.
They're developers who are supposed to be dropping their Google Stadia game early next year, and there are also developers who are literally dropping their game onto the Google Stadia this week. None of them were told.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I do wonder how hard would it be to port your game from the Stadia to, like, say, Steam?
From my understanding, there's quite a few games that were Google exclusives that have already started making deals to get their game over to the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the PC. So I'm assuming it's not too difficult.
What kind of, so let's just say you had a Stadia exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of curious what that language looks like in terms of with the Stadia shutting down. What does that exclusivity contract now look like?
It's probably null and void.
I mean, the question is it null and void until the Stadia shuts down? Or does it have to stay exclusive until then? Depending on how language.
To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure that if Google tried to enforce the exclusivity contract or statement after announcing that it was shutting down, most people would probably take them to court. Because
I mean, logically, yes, but unfortunately, we all know that sometimes the law and common sense don't always see eye to eye. I think it also be, I mean, obviously, this is already a PR hit to Google in the continuing saga, but that would be a massive PR hit if they tried pulling that off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost kind of like we all expected the Stadia to shut down. So I was like, well, that sucks, but we got to do is coming. Yeah. But that would be a step beyond the pale if they tried that.
Agreed. So, but yeah.
So what would ever get you actually interested in a streaming gaming device?
I actually tried out the Luna or the Amazon Luna for a couple months. And I was like, it's cool, but there's nothing like it's Steam, but I have to have internet. I don't. I understand the concept. Okay, I understand the concept of having a cloud-based stream service gaming thing where I don't have to keep track of. Okay, now I'm going to date myself, but CD keys and all that shit.
What's a CD key, sir?
Or I don't have to have a super massive hard drive in order to play these amazing games. And I can literally switch between the two without having to uninstall one to reinstall the other. But at the same time, large hard drives are not like uber expensive. So it's not to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I have to change my gaming ways.
Yeah. It's an interesting concept. I still think at some point in the maybe distant future, it'll take off, but not in the immediate future.
Right. No, yeah.
Or even the short term, really. Like, I wouldn't say the next 5 to 10 years. It's still a ways off, I think.
It's basically going the same route as VR. It's there. It's been there for a while, but it isn't the must-have, game-changing thing that everyone will convert to.
I'm still waiting for the PlayStation PSR2 to come out.
Sure.
From everything I've seen, it's actually pretty damn cool. I don't know if I'll actually get it, though, because my biggest problem is I get bad motion sickness from VR.
Is it just play games? Where is it? What helps with it? If you could see your feet in the game?
No, it is, yeah. But the problem is like, without dimming like the specific VR kit,
right?
You don't know if you're gonna basically feel those ill effects until you actually get to try it.
Right.
So that's kind of like, I'd be interested if I could see.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, we'll see.
I mean, I'm surprised you haven't jumped on the bandwagon yet, because I know how much of a must-need gaming device you think it is. It's as important as the keyboard and mouse.
Rimblade says he enjoys his PSVR 1.
There you go. No, I've heard people like, for the PlayStation, I've heard good things about the PlayStation VR, but the catch is, like, a lot of the VR environment, it's still pretty niche as far as the gaming catalog goes.
That's the other thing. There's I think, and I'm going to continually say this, in order for VR to truly make it, at least on the PC, it's got to be Half-Life 3, and it's VR only. You want a...
Or what about Team Fortress 3?
Okay,
Counter-Strike, CS:GO, VR.
Jesus Christ, no.
It could be like back in the day. Remember, like, not the duck hunt gun, but there was like that other gun back with the old Nintendo.
The bazooka?
Yeah, something like that.
Now, look, if you're gonna do like Counter-Strike and all that stuff, then you need a hapsuit, so you can feel the pain of getting shot. No, look, what we really need to do is we just need to fast forward or do what we need to do in order to get to the world that you could find in Ready Player One and the OS system of Oasis.
Sadly, that's never going to happen until the Gen 1 of VR actually takes off, because otherwise there's no developmental expenditures.
Yes, true.
Or you just need somebody really rich, like a Bill Gates or Elon Musk, to just say, screw it, I'm going to invest millions and billions of dollars into this technology, but that's not going to happen either. Because then they can't afford their 18th yacht.
True.
They can only have 17.
Touche.
That'd be tragic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to take a quick pause. Alter Confusion survives the love and support of viewers and friends of the show. And so we have a section of the show where we thank all of those beautiful, amazing people. So let's start it off with the Indie Cluster. The Indie Cluster is an organization of independent game developers that want to gain exposure by being involved in the community. They collectively journey to popular conferences, such as MomoCon, as a traveling booth to help gain attention for their games. They make partnerships in local communities to bring games to the mainstream mindset. They highlight local, unusual, and rare concepts to challenge the paradigm of the common. They also host events to teach kids and minority groups about game development to hopefully one day enter the industry themselves. For more information, go to indiecluster.com. That's INDIECLUSTR.com. Ladies and gentlemen, the next one we got to do a huge shout out to is a man that we once met at the convention that shall not be named. But ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Noodle Boy Media. Founded in 2015 by Andrew Tran, Noodle Boy Media, previously Wet Kid 47 Media, is your choice for professional photo shoots and panel recordings at conventions, such as MomoCon, RTX, and more. They pride themselves in providing a high level of professionalism, top-notch experiences, and quality services. If you want more information and to view their full list of services, check out facebook.com/noodleboymedia. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that there's a lot of gamers out there who kind of crunch and scrunch in their chairs after your awesome, beautiful gaming sessions, and there is someone out there that can help you, and that is, especially if you're in the Atlanta area, and that is Hero Chiropractic. Hero Chiropractic's unique healthcare practice set up by Ryan Moore. The company's focus to elevate a patient's experience of freedom, creative expression, and joy. They believe that everyone can be a hero and has incredible heroic potential inside themselves waiting to be unleashed. Hero Chiropractic focuses on the mobile chiropractic care in the greater Atlanta area. They're committed to healing clients by creating a plan of action uniquely suited for each person. They make that plan of action as convenient and affordable as possible, and most importantly, suited to your individual needs. For more information, go to herochiropractic.com. Now, let's say that you are a company that needs some help with audio or perhaps some just business strategy. Well, we've got a great friend of the show, and that, of course, is CrossPad Creative. Need a new logo or want to work on a full branding and content strategy? Or maybe you need music or audio for your content, just like Ultra Confusion. CrossPad Creative offers a whole host of solutions for individuals and small businesses. Just email Josh at crosspadcreative@gmail.com and see what he can do for you. Finally, longtime fan of the show and apparently an amazing guru in work. Oh my gosh, just dropped my. Bleh. Let's just do this, okay? Agile Axiom. By day, Axe leads both a developmental team and system administration team working on satellites at NASA's Goddard campus. But while not in meetings and many times during, he is the Agile evangelist Agile Axe, championing the philosophy of Agile and trying to make the world a better place for software developers, testers, system admins, and software projects the world over. Decades of experience in software development and leading Agile teams are brought to bear against evil processes, inefficient work, and bad habits. For more information, go to agileaxiom.com. That's AGILEAXIOM.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you too were very interested in becoming a friend of the show so you could get a shout out every single week. So, I am happy to tell you that Ultra Confusion survives with the love and support of amazing people like you. And so we have a Patreon page. Patrons. Oh, good Lord. Excuse me. I've got like half a burp stuck in me. It's very annoying.
You're right there?
Yes.
Sir.
Patreon lets you, the fans, lovers, haters, demigods, interdimensional beings, gods, demons, alien supporters, and more to become an active participant in the work we love through a monthly membership. This gives you access to exclusive content, community, and insight into our creative process. In exchange, we gain a bit more freedom to do our best work and the stability we need to build an even stronger creative career. Currently, we have two tiers, that you can do for a monthly subscription. The first one is a $1 tier. That's $1 a month or $12 a year. And what that will get you is early access to all of our playthroughs, as well as all patron-only posts on Patreon. Some of those posts can help shape the future of Alter Confusion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're feeling a little bit more frisky and you would like for your name or company to be mentioned in every single upcoming Thursday Night Hangout, then I recommend the $5 a month or $60 a year tier. And that, of course, once again, will get your name or organization in the thank you section of every single Thursday Night Hangout, as well as all the other goodies that you would get at the $1 tier. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is fastly approaching. Quickly approaching? Fastly approaching? I don't know. The time is almost upon us where Alter Confusion will participate in something that is near and dear to our hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, Alter Confusion is proud to say that we have been fundraising for Extra Life for 11 straight years.
That's so many years.
Yes. Extra Life is gamers doing what they do best, game, to help sick and injured children at their chosen Children's Miracle Network Hospital. The money that we raise, Alter Confusion, through Extra Life will go directly to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta as unrestricted funds. This means that the hospital decides where and how to spend the money to ensure the dollars we raise make the biggest impact in the lives of the kids they treat. So if you have the capacity to donate, please go to extra-life.org and search for Alter Confusion. And I'm happy to report that Children's Healthcare of Atlanta also does this superhero cape thing every single year. And Alter Confusion will be sporting our superhero cape for that. They should be arriving early next week. So super excited about that.
You know you have to wear that like around town.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Damn straight, sir. I plan on it. All right.
Can your kid wear it to school?
I don't know what the policy is at my kid's school, but I know there's one.
If they say no, you're just gonna.
But it's for the kids.
You hate kids.
Sick kids.
My kid goes here. Do you hate him?
Do you hate sick kids that are stuck in a hospital? This is for them. Damn it.
And you have like a recorder out for your phone, like recording the response.
Oh Jesus! Now I feel like a Karen. No. Not going to go that far. Anyways, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump back into the rest of the stories. Let us talk about, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet or not, but the Super Mario movie trailer is now out. And I have thoughts about it.
I have not seen it because I'm not interested in it per se,
okay.
But I know it's a thing.
Okay, so first of all, Chris Pratt is the voice of Mario in this, not Charles Marionette. I think is his last name. The guy who's actually the voice of Mario. And the very itty bitty piece of the trailer that Chris Pratt speaks, I am not impressed. I am impressed with the job that Jack Black did with Bowser.
That I could see. He kind of seems like a Bowser, to be honest.
He really goes at it. The little bit was, okay, Mario is an Italian plumber, okay? Always been Italian. Chris Pratt was like I'm trying to fake Italian so I can seem cool ordering a pizza in New York. That's what it sounded like.
They should just got another Italian actor, but whatever.
Also, this is the fun one. You know how, remember Ugly Sonic?
Mm-hmm.
So in one of the promotional movie posters, you see Mario has his back to the audience, and he's looking at this kind of like amalgamation of like the Mushroom Kingdom and all this stuff. And people are ripping, I think it's Universal Pictures, I think that's the studio. They're ripping him a new one because Mario suffers from the same disorder I do, and that's called no acetol. It's where his back meets his thighs, and there is nothing in between. Mario, I'm sorry, but he is a chubby Italian plumber. He has an ass.
He's got some girth.
He's got some junk in the trunk.
He's not Luigi.
No, he's not Luigi. I can understand. Look,
Luigi would be perfect for that.
Luigi is a long, upstanding citizen with the no ass at all condition. That, yes. But Mario, no. But at the same time, I mean, seriously, I'm sure there are people out there who are literally going to watch the movie and be like, yeah, look at Mario move around. His ass should not look like that. There should be more ass. Instead of like, look, Ugly Sonic looked like someone accidentally threw like a mutated rat in a washing machine and drowned it several times.
That does not sound healthy.
It's not. Though I do like the fact that if you watch the Disney Plus Chip and Dale movie, Ugly Sonic definitely has a really nice, funny part in it.
I believe you.
As you should. As you frickin' should, sir. But seriously, I mean, I do find it humorous that people are like, seriously, Mario has to have an ass.
I mean, it's fun to make fun of in a trailer, but it's not going to really affect my opinion of the movie either way. It's kind of how I look at those type of physical trait things.
Well, it's okay, it's a body and a face for Sonic versus butt cheeks. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I mean, that type of thing, I don't really care. I mean, it's no different than when you look at like the whole argument as far as like race in movies, and they start talking about like, well, this character in the anime was this, so you did not cast the right person.
Are you seriously going to do the Ghost of the Shell on me again?
It's no different than that. Like when it comes to the physical,
the Major is a fucking android.
But when it comes to physical attributes, who cares? Like, you're judging a person regardless of their physical attributes in this case, if that's what you're going to judge the movie on. It's no different than shaming any other person based on how they look in this context, acting aside. Now, if the acting in the actual script are terrible, of course, then slam for that. But no, I don't think that you should slam a potential movie based on what is the assness of the character.
Ass ratio, not assness. Assness means he's a dick. Ass ratio, damn it.
I was thinking of assness as far as the ratio of what is the ass. Like, what is the degree of ass in the movie is what I mean by assness. Like, it is an adjective in this case. It is not a descriptor of the actual emotional state. You jackass.
Fine, whatever. Anyways, yeah. So, Zelius,
I mean, I have no interest in seeing the movie anyways, I'm going to be honest, because I'm not impressed by anything Chris Pratt actually does.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was fun.
Yeah, but it wasn't because of him. I mean, he didn't hinder the movie, but like to me, that was an ensemble cast type of situation where everybody, that was a sum of the whole parts movie type of deal. It was not like a Iron Man where you had to have Robert Downey Jr. and he made that movie awesome. I'm sorry, I look at Chris Pratt as the most generic, random, middle-aged white male actor on the face of the planet. I feel like literally anybody else could fill that man's role and it'd be like, oh, it's a movie, cool. Like I feel absolutely nothing about him other than great, like not loathing, but basically just I'm very tepid. I just don't. I would say I'm very passionate about him. I'm passionate about how indifferent about him I am.
Damn it! Now you're trying to make me. Now I'm trying to think of generic white guy actors that are just there in a movie.
I feel like honestly, Ryan Reynolds used to be that way.
Well, Ryan Reynolds plays Ryan Reynolds in everything he plays.
But yes, I would agree with that. Yeah. And it used to not work for him, but now it does. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yes. Speaking of which, I am so freaking excited that Hugh Jackman will be donning the adamantium claws one more time with Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool 3.
You know who actually does not get enough credit as a fantastic actor?
Who?
Hugh Jackman.
Yes.
I mean, he really has such a breadth of like anywhere from like he does Wolverine with like the action. I'm a big beefy guy to like show tune stuff and stuff on Broadway. Like he is really an amazing actor.
Oh hell yes. They're gonna put him in the suit.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be Wolverine.
They're gonna put him in the real Wolverine suit.
Yeah. No, Deadpool is something I want to see the day. I really enjoy Deadpool. That's fun.
Yes. Me too. Huge fan. So apparently there's 4 more Witchers at least in the works.
Oh, and a Cyberpunk 2077 sequel.
Well,
Cyberpunk Orion.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're only making.
That's the code name.
They only did one DLC, and the fact is, they're doing the one DLC. Then they've got the anime. Then they're already creating the TV show, so they're making sure that this, it's become apparent that this universe has some legs. So yeah, milk that shit. And also, they're no longer going to use the Red Engine. They're going to use, was it Unreal 5?
Yeah, you're going. I think from whatever. I mean, a developer.
Yeah.
But from everything I've read, one of the biggest issues, the entire production of 2077 was using their own Red Engine, and kind of that last couple percent of what were potentially game-breaking bugs. I know you encountered a few annoying bugs.
Yes.
Is everything I've read, a lot of that can be attributed to the Red Engine, basically. Whereas I'm hoping at least, that now switching to Unreal Engine 5 will both speed up that development process in a non-abuse the type of way, and B, help reduce some of those bugs. And you would think with Unreal being such a used platform, and now you can reach out like straight to the developers of Unreal who also have experience with other games. I would hope that it comes out in a better state than Cyberpunk 2077 in the OG form.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this, I'll
be interested to see. Regardless of whatever engine you're using, though, it is a super ambitious roadmap.
Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this in the audio podcast form, and you're wondering why Zelius was giggling there for a second, it's the fact that there's some kind of blip in the internet, and so his lips are no longer synced whatsoever with his voice. It's amazing.
Actually,
we're back now.
You're not either.
What?
All right. You're never in sync on my screen. Just letting you know.
Oh, jeez. We need to do like a 7-second buffer. That'll really screw us over.
Seriously. So I'll be interested to see what happens. Mm-hmm. I just feel like it's like the 3 games in 6 years. That's it. Part of it is, if you think about the games that they put out, they're not just like a 10-hour short story. Like they're large worlds of, quest chains and complex mechanics and all this other stuff. So there's a lot going on there with their games. So, yeah. What I'm actually surprised at is they haven't gone down the route that so many other big developers have gone down, and that's let's try an MMO and see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they should. I'm
Cyberpunk 2020 XX Online.
I mean, look at BioWare tried it with Anthem. You have
Red Dead.
Is Red Dead Online even still around?
I think it finally rode off to the sunset.
You got Elder Scrolls Online. ESO at least still exists.
Yep.
But that's like it's just
Torchlight's about to go, isn't it?
Torchlight?
Isn't it?
Torchlight's a hack and slash.
Yeah, I thought they were going to go MMO.
No, they're not. Yes, you're right. They had originally planned on doing an MMO, and I think they took a hard right turn, are now basically doing the Diablo Immortal route and doing a simultaneous PC and iPhone release.
Dime you till you're dead?
Like this month.
Ooh.
It's actually coming out soon. I remember I've seen advertisements for it. There is a new hack and slash that I actually plan on playing.
Yes, Zelius, tell us about this hack and slash you've been playing.
So it's a hack and slash called, it actually is I think, a terrible name. It's Undecemberist. Like, it's just as awkward to say and type and everything. Like, I don't like the name. Like, it's just a bad name, in my not so humble opinion. So I've tried it, and it's so they have a demo out. The actual live version, I think, is October 12th. So there'll be a character wipe. It does nothing revolutionary. It's another kind of isometric, over the top hack and slash, but it feels solid from what I've played. The skills are, if you basically played Path of Exile, you've basically played a lot of this game already, honestly. The skills have the same concept where you have skills like, let's just say, cleave, and then you have like the enhancement gem that now gives you plus 5% damage to that. So you have that type of stuff. You have like little drops you can get to like rearrange how the like colors combine and stuff. So you have all that stuff. And you have constellations for skills that basically look like a big skill tree, a la Path of Exile, or heck, even like a Final Fantasy X. But combat felt good, so probably October 12th, I will pick it up and actually see where it goes. I tried about an hour. Oh, it's free to play, which probably means pay to win, if we're being honest, because it's out of Korea. So there's that.
Torchlight Infinite is what the Torchlight one's called.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, there is that. So Torchlight Infinite with the mobile.
I just remember the one thing that I'll always remember about Torchlight is Hellgate London.
That was such a fun game. Like, I'm really actually sad that it was like a first-person hack and slasher almost. But it had the most fun summoner class I ever played. Because, like, as a summoner, you had, like, dozens of, like, little, like, minion guys who you could then have, like, go with you. And, like, it was the most fun summon answer I've ever played in a hack and slash type of game. So I really am sad that, like, it didn't work. Because I thought it was a fun game.
Renblade says that Hellgate's still around.
What? I thought Hellgate had closed like a decade ago.
Flagship sunk, which was the developer. But I'm sure they sold it off to someone.
Like private servers on or something.
Oh, geez, we're going down the Atlas Shin Megami Tensei. Another company has got the IP.
Oh, Hellgate is actually on Steam. That's fascinating.
Zelius.
No. Okay.
This is coming from the guy who's playing a game that like was released, I don't know, at least 10 years ago. Now it's set up like a free to play MMO.
So what I find interesting is I forgot where I was actually going with the first
15 years ago?
What?
The Renblade said it was 15 years ago.
But what's funny is, so remember Hellgate, the whole idea, because it was called Hellgate London, was supposed to be like Hellgate, then New York, and Hellgate Boston, or whatever.
Yeah.
It would be like a different city for each expansion. But it's interesting.
Holy shit. They were going to do one for every professional Overwatch team city. Hellgate Shanghai.
So my real question is like, and maybe Renblade though, like, is Hellgate actually still being supported basically? Because it's kind of interesting from a development slash IP perspective, because it's not the original developers. And so it's like another company obviously bought them, but like the game's still what, $25 on Steam. I know it's on sale right now, but let's just say, or I guess $12.99. Like, is there any actual development still going into the game? I guess is kind of what I'm curious of. My guess is no, probably. Which kind of sucks because that would have been a cool game to see more expansions of. Yeah, so Rimblades doesn't think there's any that. Yeah, I'm kind of intrigued. Like, I'm probably not going to go play. I'm not going to lie. But it's one of those games I wish had worked.
If you go to hellgatelondon.com, it's just an index file.
That's awesome.
Sweet. Amazing balls. Oh, here we go. You go to, and for, I'm looking up online. I'm not saying that you should do this, but if you go to london2038.com, it's a completely free, non-commercial, fan-made, volunteer-run private server project to bring back classic Hellgate London multiplayer as it was meant to be played.
Huh. It's funny.
Tokyo expansion. Ooh.
I mean, because it could have been a really cool concept. Because most hack and slash them, they're all set like in the swamp, and then you're in the mountains, and then you're, they're all very generic landscapes, really. Whereas the idea of it now being each kind of hack and slash level or expansion being in a city, and you can see like I'm in London because I see like Big Ben and other stuff, or each city has like its own identity features, but be really cool from a thematic perspective. That's actually what made, to me, Overwatch really cool, because each of the maps were super thematic and had very distinctive. I know they're not like, Earth cities, but in the world of Overwatch, they're each their own city, and they're actually connected. You could actually see like other cities from maps. And I thought that was really cool, that how thematic they were, more so than just another, urban sprawl type of FPS deathmatch map.
Mm-hmm.
And that could have been like a really cool thing with a game like Hellgate that was based in each of the cities. But alas.
So, speaking of older games, if you've been watching the Ultra Confusion gaming stream, you may have noticed that I picked up a classic title, Dot Hack GU.
What?
Yeah. I put, I think, 20 plus hours into the first of,
good Lord,
3, 4. I can't remember now. I'm now into the second one.
Nice.
I'm still really wishing that this thing was a true MMO, and I am finding so many freaking parallels between myself and the main characters. Not even funny.
Huh.
But yeah. Oh, the Steam version does come with the Tokyo expansion for Hellgate London.
Oh, I didn't know there wasn't. I didn't know they actually came out with an expansion.
Dun, dun, dun. Uh-oh. Zelius has found something else to
do. No. Oh, but there's a VR version for it.
I thought it was still in development. Is it actually out?
There's wait, for Hellgate.
Yeah.
Yeah, released March 31st, 2021, apparently.
Well, there you go. It didn't come out till like 2018. Yeah, right. Okay, there we go.
And apparently Mythos was released September 7th, 2022, in case you're curious.
2022? What? No.
Like, they just re-released it, obviously, but that's kind of funny.
Because, okay, so Mythos was basically like, there's a game called Fate that Mythos was based off of, and then I think someone bought the rights to Mythos and renamed it Torchlight. Is that right? Or some of the developers created Torchlight.
Well, no, Mythos was basically it was supposed to be a stress test for the Hellgate London servers.
Yes, but unfortunately, it became more popular than Hellgate London.
Well,
oops. Sometimes when you release two games by the same company and you make one free and the other one paid, the free game wins. Where I've seen that before.
I'm actually really intrigued by this London 2038 now.
It was supposed to be an MMO. Yeah, it was. So, yeah. Craziness. Yes, I've put tons of time into the dot hack game, and um, I am a little saddened when like on Steam they show you the achievements and like the percentage of the people who've made these achieved these things.
Yep.
Um, and like let's see here, where was the completed volume 1? 27% of the owners of this game completed the first chapter of the game. Where's the rarest one though? I think there's like one that's 11%. No, 18, 19, 16. And that one, I don't even know why. That's so stupid. I have won 500 battles and only 18% have accomplished that. So I feel amazing.
You are so amazing, sir.
I just want to get back into the world, man, and save the world from itself. Fight Ida.
If we can't save this world, we might as well save the virtual world.
Find all the epitaph users,
I mean, pixels have feelings too.
Dude, I do want to say, and this is a shout out to the individual who subscribed to the channel this past Tuesday for having a dot hack Twitch handle. That was awesome. It was Alcade, who's a pretty strong, cool rogue with an attitude. Yeah. But so unfortunately that has taken all my time away from Legends of Runeterra.
Oh no.
Yep. And Cyberpunk 2077. But to be honest with you, I was literally doing the exact same thing in Cyberpunk 2077 as I did the first time, because I'm nothing but predictable.
Yeah, at that point you gotta change it up. You gotta be like an entirely different class or play style or something.
No, I chose a totally different backstory, and yes, I got a couple different conversation prompts, but that's it. Ribley said, the way combat worked in Hellgate with guns in an RPG really helped out with Borderlands. That's true.
I can see it. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the next true Tiny Tina Wonderlands release. Not an expansion. I want a Bunkers and Badasses like true next volume.
Borderlands 1 was one of the only games I've ever started immediately a second playthrough the second I finished it the first time through.
Yeah.
I rarely do that, but that was a game that definitely made me want to do that.
I think all of the Borderlands, I've been okay with continuing to just be OP'd and mow people down. Even after the story is done, I'm like, I can still shoot people.
Yeah. Killing people is always fun, or so I'm told.
Yes, so I'm told. Though for those out there who've been with Alta Confusion for a long, long time, you may remember there was a very ill-fated gaming system that we loved and supported called the Ouya. And one of the games on the Ouya was a game called Tennis in the Face, which is literally just a physics game where you're trying to bounce a tennis ball off of around a level and knock people out with it. Well, and just a weird, strange happenstance, I have Tennis in the Face in my Steam library, and I decided, well, what the hell? I'll download it back onto the computer, and I'll show my kids, and they can't get enough of it.
You know, a game I actually really miss from the Ouya, which I played a hell of a lot of on my iPhone.
What's that?
It was that Snake game
with like the RPG guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called now, but it was a fantastic game.
I don't know if I were to boot up the Ouya if it would even do anything.
I know where my Ouya is. That's good. That's entertaining.
Same here. I know where mine is too.
I mean, you would think if you don't connect to the internet, it would be fine for offline games.
That's true.
You would think, but like, now
You
I
never
want
know.
to play that game again.
It might have to ping. And then the Ouya got bought out by Razer, and then Razer basically murdered it in its sleep because it wanted some of its game library. For its own, was it the Razer Shield or something?
That's what tends to happen. Yeah, they basically bought it for the game library because you had the Ouya exclusives and developers and all that stuff.
Still waiting on one of my Ouya exclusive games I kickstarted back in 2007.
Don't worry, it's coming to the Google Stadia.
Oh, awesome. I for sure thought I was going to the Dreamcast.
It's going to be the Dreamcast 64.
Yes.
Just you wait. It'll be the fan-made remix.
You know what the really crazy thing is? I know this is going to sound like batshit nuts, but there are still companies out there, international companies out there, who still make games for the Dreamcast. To this day.
That's some dedication.
Actually, it's a huge market in Brazil. One, the copyright protection, not so good on the Dreamcast. But
I will take your word for it.
That's why there's still companies developing for it, because it's really easy to develop for it and then slap your game on a bunch of discs and sell them, and Sony doesn't have the protection in place to stop you.
Or at this point, probably just doesn't care.
Or I think Sony exists in name alone at this point.
So yeah, whatever.
Because I don't think they sold all of their gaming systems, and then they sold all their arcade machines. So that's what I meant. Sorry, not Sony, Sega. It's been a very long week. Though, to be totally honest with you, me and Sony have had a love-hate relationship since the PlayStation 3. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I had to get a new Nintendo Switch dock. It just stopped working.
What? Your dock stopped working?
Yeah.
Well, shit. I didn't know that was a thing.
Apparently. So I got a new dock.
Like the charging or the HDMI port or just nothing worked?
It wouldn't do anything.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I have, the extra plugs and shit, so I could charge it elsewhere, but I couldn't broadcast. I couldn't do anything.
Oof,
so I bought a new one. I did buy the official Nintendo one. I bought one of those, like, it reclines and has extra USB things so you can actually charge 4 controllers at the same time instead of choose your 2 favorite controllers, and if you have more than 2 people playing, they can suck it.
Nice.
Yes. So, anywho. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've reached the end of the show.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you double sure?
I think so. Pretty sure. Last time I checked, I think.
All right.
Little bit of a heads up. Next week we will be on. The following week we will not have a show because I will be at the Kevin Smith Clerks 3 viewing. So
I see you have your priorities straight, sir.
It's going to be amazing.
Nice.
And probably reek of weed, which I have no problem with. To each their own. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout. For myself, Charlie, and Zelius, it's been a pleasure giving everything our heads, our mouths, and of course, our hearts. We'll be back next Thursday for another Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout.
Remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen to that, brother. Woohoo! I'm glad that the internet decided to behave because earlier I tried to do a quick .hex stream and my internet was like all over the place. It was like, oh yeah, we're going to be streaming at 3,400 kilobytes. And the next minute the next second it was 16 kilobytes, and then the next second it was 26 kilobytes, and then it was 0 kilobytes for 5 minutes. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's very awkward.
Yes. And especially on a game that's not really graphic intensive. Thanks a lot, Xfinity. I even upgraded to your X5 bullshit so I can have unlimited data so you didn't charge me $40 extra every month.
But now it's happy.
Now it's like, well, since you did that, now we can find a different way to dick you over. Ha 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 ha. Oh.
Are you sure about that?
I think so. Last time I checked. I feel like there was something else I was supposed to say, but I don't remember.
I never know what's supposed to be said, so I just kind of go with it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, yeah. I feel like... Oh, the next early playthrough. I'm trying to decide between 3 games. There's a game called Creeks. There's a game called Voodoo Detective, and there's a game called Beacon Pines. And I have not decided which one it is, but I will soon, shortly, quickly, because can't wait too long. Yeah.
So is Dot Hack as good the second time through as the first time?
This would be my 3rd time through it. Yes. Yes.
Nice.
It truly is. I think because I've taken so much time between each playthrough, I'm kind of remembering the story.
Yeah.
I think that's helping. Of course, there are pieces to that game that drive me nuts. For love of God, I would love to have the ability to lock onto target instead of, because if you're using the broadsword and you power up and you hit him, he'll fly across the area that's the battle area, and you got to go find the fucker if the camera angle isn't just right.
That's one thing so far. I haven't played much that I've liked about the controller support on Decemberus more than Lost Ark, because there's a lot of comparisons between the two for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Lost Ark, if you tried, especially like if you did any range, like the way range was kind of sucked with the controller in Lost Ark, really. Because like especially like a lot of casting abilities were like at a specific target. Mm-hmm. Or like AoE area of effect. It just felt to me very cumbersome. Melee was okay, but just in general, I always felt like the controller in Lost Ark had a very clunky feel to it. Whereas I feel like, and so far on December, like the controller actually feels good, because like even like the sorcerer spells are more like, I'm going to shoot you with chain lightning, which then spreads to all the enemies. It's stuff like that like work to basically just like go to a direction, shoot, and it's going to hit people, and life goes on.
Right.
So to me, so far, if you want to do the controller, which that's what I used, was the controller. The only problem is I had to remap every button because whatever the default mappings were just whack.
Dear developers, allow that to happen. Okay?
Oh,
allow the ability to remap.
At first,
you
I thought
dumb fucks for going, no. We can't do that. That'll break the system. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Look,
no, the remapping was fun.
I'm not gonna say I'm a failed developer, but I was a developer that's no longer in the industry, not by my own choice. And for my final project back in 2004, 2005, I was in charge of the key mapping. And let me tell you, it's not hard. And it's not hard to do a check to make sure that you're not fucking yourself over by mapping every single thing to the same key. It's not hard. You can do it. I promise. Dear God.
Someday they'll learn. Someday.
Yes.
Not today, sir.
Yes. Not today. Anyways. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to keep chit-chatting and doing stuff, but literally I've been at it since like 7 o'clock in the morning. Had to go to a City of Dunwoody Town Hall meeting to argue for a variance. Had 3 proof of concepts for work-related software. So I go sleep now.
Sleepy time. Congratulations.
Thank you, I think. And then tomorrow I'll be putting together a desk, unless they truly lost the desk after putting it on the fucking truck this morning at 6:49 a.m. So
what if they lost the truck?
They lost the whole truck. At this point, why not? Sure. Yeah. They've lost the whole truck.
You know what? They probably just lost Amazon.
They're like, look, here's the deal.
Space.
It would have gotten here. It would have gotten here. However, the Amazon logo on the side of the truck fell off, and we can't drive it without it. I'm like, you son of a bitch. whatever. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna go to bed.